Ahoy there. So, it's pretty windy today. We'll take you out and show you what it looks like, but lots of projects going on and thought we'd bring you along for the ride. Got my new harpoon here. I actually got it for Christmas. Been in the house this whole time. Figure now's about the time, got to put it away. You know, you're always putting stuff away, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna show you all the projects we're working on, and like I said, you want to see how this Alaska life looks? Here you go. Boy, this is definitely kind of hard to do with your hands full. Something else we got to get ready, the boat. So here's the camper truck. You can see we got it under a tarp because, well, rains a lot here and you're always trying to take care of stuff. Now we're gonna go over here where we're gonna be building our new shed. Jen's here working.
Yep, I'm gonna move these over to my garden. I think these are gonna be great for if we want to do any kind of beans or something. So
yeah, creative stuff.
Yeah.
Now this trailer, we have a plan coming for that. That's a future video. Over here's the spot we're gonna be clearing. You guys want to see what Devil's Club looks like? I don't know if you can see all the little barbs of death on there. I had a few stuck in the front of my hand from a hunting trip on a fognack. Came out of the back of my hand about 6 months later. Yeah, they're not fun.
There's a lot of spiky stuff.
All right, let's go see what Morgan's doing. Hey, Morgan.
Hi.
Oh, the eagles are really going nuts up there today.
I'm making a fire.
Why don't you work on all the small ones for now? All right, let's see if this baby will start. So we save our paper stuff in the house here because rather than go in the landfill, we burn it. But it also works really well for starting fires. I hate picking up the Devil's Club. Here's a good representation. I'll bring it over to you. Can you see that? Look at all those barbs just waiting to sink their teeth into you. These have caused me some pain over the years.
Oh, it smells good. It smells like a barbecue. You know, without the barbecue. Hey, Dad, can we put the camera over there or like right?
Wherever you want.
Okay. All right, see if I can get it to look nice. You know, not the camera, but the camera angle. Where am I talking? There we go. That's good. All right, it's not perfect.
Boy, I tell you, this Devil's Club's pretty interesting stuff. Look at the grain of the wood in there. Isn't that weird? I think it's wood. Still got to be really careful how you pick it up, though. Every hilljack knows a good workbench when he sees one. Now, I'm not going to use power tools back here because I don't want to mess this up because this is all our camping stuff. But it's perfect for me shortening these big sticks. Devil's Club does smell good when it burns. Mm-hmm. Can't describe it.
Well, yeah, remember it's got those medicinal oils in it.
Yeah, Morgan said it best. It smells like a vegan barbecue. Tell me that's not an oxymoron. Do vegans barbecue?
They can barbecue vegetables.
No offense to you vegans out there. I really don't know how you survive. So next, we got to move that trailer. In order to move the trailer, we got to move the truck. I don't want this junk going into my vent when I open the hood. So first order of business is going to be sweep off the truck. Now, is the truck going to start after sitting this long? Doubt it. You never know. I was quite fortunate that these metal hooks didn't affect the finish on the truck here. It's like an unveiling of a Tesla. Only this is prettier and better for the environment.
What?
This is better for the environment.
Is it though?
Okay, maybe not, but I can say it is. Doesn't look too bad. But sure, it's messy. We got all these pandemic masks. Ooh, it's gonna feel good to burn those. Dome light comes on, that's good. Got my homemade bumper here. Comes in so handy. This actually came off of a mid-90s Chevrolet, which is why it's kind of rounded on a flat front truck. That was a little Hilljack engineering back in Minnesota.
Came off in an old DNR truck.
Actually, so did the back bumper, but a different one. The back bumper's Ford, front bumper is Chevy, truck is Dodge. You know, Johnny Cash said it's a 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. Kind of like that. A lot of this is still frozen. I left the battery hooked up, mainly because this truck just doesn't have computers and junk, so it doesn't really draw power. What I'm doing now is I'm checking the antifreeze, which is perfect. The engine oil, which should read high because we're pointing uphill. Reads high, and we're a little dirty, but you know, we'll take care of that. And now the automatic transmission fluid, really no point in checking that because it's got to be warmed up. But I am going to check the brake fluid, which has always kind of been an issue on this truck. Now this truck has a mix of Kelsey Hayes, Dana, and Mopar brakes. Always got to be careful nothing falls in here. Look at that. All right, that's a pleasant surprise. And then check the power steering fluid. It's there. So everything looks okay. Let's see if it starts after sitting here all winter.
That doesn't sound good. Battery must be dead.
So we're about halfway through clearing the spot here. Now here's the plan, is what we're thinking. We're gonna have from this tree here to this tree here, that's our workspace. And then we're gonna go back about 10 feet. We're gonna have to get rid of this tree here. That's gonna have to go, and so is that one. We have a slope coming down from the net loft. It's a drainage issue, and we're gonna have to make sure it doesn't fill with water. We'll figure something out, because that's what you do here, is you figure it out. The trailer, which is going to be a future project, it's been sitting here for a little while. We're right next to the ocean, so everything's a little rusty. So you can see I sprayed it with penetrating oil. We're going to see if we can get it apart so we can get our emergency water tank future video to show you how we get water here. We're going to put the water tank on a cradle over here. It's been sitting here a while. Time to soak it all down because it turns out there's a little bit of salt in the ocean, and when salt mixes with steel, guess what happens? So pretty much everything that moves, I'm spraying down with penetrating oil because I don't want to break anything. All right, now to get them out, I'm going to use a dead blow hammer, which is kind of plastic, and it's got shot inside it. I do that so I don't deform the metal. Boom, just like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been sitting here a little while. Okay, now we got another tailgate to work with. Now Jen and I are going to get the emergency water tank out of here, put it over on the cradle. You know, Captain Morgan's going to do what homeschool kids do, hard labor.
It's Alaska kids, not homeschool kids.
All right, I stand corrected. Alaska kids, get to work. So this is our emergency water tank. I don't know exactly how many gallons this is. The water tank on the house is 1,100. I gotta be careful not to hit the edges of the trailer or I'll break it. So now Morgan's gonna get this thing emptied out while Jen and I see if we can get the black truck to start. Been sitting a little too long, battery's a little too run down. Let's see if we can jump it. All right, so this is not sponsored, you know, let's face it, this isn't the kind of channel that is ever gonna get sponsored. This is my lithium jump starter that we keep in the house, always in a place where I can find it. And that's fake news right there, if you believe that. If you look inside, it's got these clamps with a digital readout, so I'll be able to tell how many volts are in my battery, and the lithium charger itself. So let's go ahead and hook it up. Now I would call most of this obvious, but maybe it isn't. So we'll just walk you through it in case you don't know how to jump start a car. Always a good idea to wear gloves, long sleeve, glasses, and just pay attention to what you're doing. When you look at the battery, obviously there's going to be a positive and a negative. There's two ways you can figure that out. One is you can look at the battery, although on my battery it's kind of hard to see because we got all these cables everywhere. Another way to tell is just look at which wires go to the ground, and as long as it's a vehicle made within the last 50 years in the United States, the negative will be the ground side every time. Now ground is black, positive is red. Ground, earth. So I'm going to put the ground on first, then I'm going to hook up positive. I'm at 11.7 volts, which is unsat. And actually, that's lower than you should go for battery health. This plug only goes in one way, so you don't have to worry about screwing that up. This thing does little circles when it's ready to go. Then I hit the power button, just make sure the lights are on. Now I'm going to ask Morgan to step back just a little bit, because things can go wrong, so it's best not to stand next to the battery. I'm letting it sit for a second to try to get a little bit of juice in that battery, and then we're going to go ahead and light it off. Now, this being a diesel, it draws about as much power as you can. This being an old diesel, unlike the modern ones, this only has one battery. Give it a shot, see what happens. Not yet. So the battery's going the wrong way. We're getting less charge in the battery, not more. Hopefully the battery's not smoked. Got our little racetrack thing going on. Let's try it again.
How old is the battery?
Battery's not old. It's February of 21. Try it again real quick. If that doesn't work, then Probably the battery charger's the next thing.
Okay.
Check that out, black truck. That baby always comes back. I tell you what, we're making a pretty nice hole over there for where the shed's gonna go. Now when I gotta go drop Morgan off at swimming and pick up some fresh diesel for this. So here's what the truck looks like after pulling her out. You guys are probably wondering, let's see, it's April 8th of 2022. Yeah. So our diesel price here on the island is $4.95. So I don't know what you guys are looking at there out in civilization, but that's where we're at. All right, so turns out computer's giving us a little grief. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a two-part series. Well, it's not done. However, we got a lot of trees cleared. We're burning through what's left of them now, and we'll give you guys an update next week. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, be kind. Where are you going? Where you were. Before I do any heavy work, these shoes have got to go.